So today, we're going to dive into a story that's simple on the surface, but really, really profound when you get into it. It's all about family and duty and faith, and it all comes down to this one powerful idea, Maa Ki Khidmat, which basically means serving your mother. Let's unpack what that truly means.
All right, so let's set the scene. We're in this small, quiet village. The sun is just coming up. You can practically smell the fresh air. It feels like the start of just a totally normal, peaceful day.
And this is where we meet our main characters, a brother and sister, Abdullah and Fatima. They're getting ready for school, but today's a big one. It's test day. So you can feel that mix of, the usual morning rush, but with that little bit of nervous energy underneath.
And then you hear a sound that's probably familiar to a lot of us, a mother's voice calling them down for breakfast. It's such a simple, loving call, but it tells you everything you need to know about the warmth in this family.
As they all sit down to eat, you can just feel the tenderness in the room. The kids greet their mom, and you just see her looking over them, silently wishing them the best, not just on their test, but in everything.
But just as everything seems pretty much perfect, that calm morning is about to get completely turned on its head. The story is about to take a really sudden, unexpected turn.
Just as the kids are about to walk out the door, bang! The morning's peace is just shattered. Their mother cries out in pain. And we're not talking about a little headache here. This is a sudden, sharp pain that just instantly changes the whole mood in the house from calm to crisis.
And they don't even think. Abdullah and Fatima just rush right to her side. In that 1 second, that big, important test is completely gone from their minds. All that matters is their mom. You can just hear the panic and the love in their voices.
And look at this. Even while she's in real pain, her first thought is for her kids. She's trying to put on a brave face, telling them to go to school so they don't miss that big test. It's such a mom thing to do, isn't it?
So this is it. This is the heart of the story. Abdullah and Fatima have a huge choice to make. Do they listen to their mom and go to school, or do they stay and take care of her?
And Abdullah's answer is just instant. There's no hesitation, no back and forth. For him, the choice is crystal clear. His mother's health comes before any test, any time. This moment right here is what the whole story pivots off. And his sister, Fatima, is right there with him. There's no argument, not even a discussion. They are 100% on the same page. They're not leaving their mother alone. That quiet agreement between them is just as powerful as Abdullah's words.
And here, this is where Abdullah explains why they're making this choice. It's not just about love, you see. It's about faith. He truly believes that caring for his mother is an act of devotion, something that God holds in very high regard. So for them, this isn't just a family duty. It's a spiritual one.
Okay, so they've made their decision, but they don't just sit around. Their devotion, their love, it turns directly into action. And as we're about to see, these actions have a kind of healing power all their own.
And it's not just one thing they do. It's this whole series of caring acts. And notice how they work together, like a team. Fatima takes care of the kitchen, while Abdullah cleans up and even fixes something that's broken. It all leads up to this incredibly gentle, personal act of him massaging her head. They are literally taking care of everything.
And it works. All of this love and attention has a real effect. Her pain starts to fade, but look closer at her expression. That's not just relief from the pain. That's a deep, deep sense of peace that comes from knowing just how much her children love and care for her. Their service was a kind of medicine.
So, as the day starts to wind down, the story builds to its final point, and the moral of it all is summed up perfectly by their father.
When their dad gets home, he hears the whole story, including the part about them missing their big test. Now, you might think he'd be upset, but no. Instead, he's just filled with this incredible pride. He gets it. He knows they passed a much more important test today.
And here it is. This is the core lesson of the whole story. He tells them that when children serve their mother, God helps make their own journey through life smoother. What a powerful idea, right? That the devotion they showed today will bring them blessings for their entire lives.
So let's bring it all back to that main idea, Maa Ki Khidmat. As this story so beautifully shows, it's way more than just a duty you have to perform. It's seen as a direct path to earning divine favor, framing the simple act of caring for a parent as one of the most meaningful things a person can do.
And this right here is the real takeaway. Yeah, Abdullah and Fatima missed a test about stuff they could learn from a book, but they learned something so much deeper, a lesson in love, compassion, and service that you could never find in a classroom.
And that kind of leaves us with a question to think about. This story really shows how one small, selfless choice can end up meaning more than any big achievement. It's a great reminder to maybe ask ourselves, where do we find real meaning in our own lives? What do those small, selfless acts look like for you?